What's up, boys? Chilling down here in the basement, just working on a little video for Crash the Wrath of Cortex, actually. And before I was done down here for the day, I just wanted to make a little video about a whole bunch of stinky rhetoric going around in the gaming community that I see both on YouTube and on the Twitter, with all the events that we've had recently, including the launch of the Switch 2, the PlayStation State of Play, Xbox Game Showcase, and their new weird Xbox handheld that really isn't an Xbox handheld or something. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of this. The company that I like is better than the company that you like, yada, yada, yada. And I just think fighting for any of these companies is just quite silly. I just wanted to make a video kind of expressing my thoughts on everything since, trying to do a gaming YouTube channel here. Before I talk about any of it, though, I just want to reiterate that the relationship between gaming companies and us is a simple consumer to company relationship. You know, the good old dance between a company who wants your money and the consumer, us, the gamers, who want their consoles and games. And this is why I think generally brand allegiance is just silly. I think you should take your money to where you think you'll get the most enjoyment out of your gaming, regardless of the company. You know, in a nutshell, always remain curious and questioning, and never be certain. Never just give in and give them the unearned W. Personally, I want to be clear, at least for me personally, and I do believe it's for many people expressing their feelings on these things as well, but I'm not attacking your fun if you think differently than me. If someone's calling out something they think is a shortcoming on something being offered by one of these companies, nothing's being taken away from you who is using it or enjoying it. You can easily enjoy what someone else doesn't like and also potentially benefit if the company takes the critiques and feedback and makes a game or console features better. The thing you're currently enjoying already can get even better then. I'm all for seeing, the critiques about everything I think I love or believe. If someone doesn't like what I like, it's not... I don't care. Put it simply. It's actually how, this is how you come to know a stance you have or a position or an idea, actually has weight with yourself in the first place. If you say, I like this game, and someone can point out all these things, and, they don't really do anything to you, like, you can be certain at that point, you like this thing, or you believe this thing, or this is your outlook on life, or, it's a lot bigger than gaming, obviously, but, like, in general, you want this open discussion of critique, and it's just good for the community to... We all want good games, and we have to remember that. Everyone out here, the thing they want is a good game. People have different ideas of how to get there, and, with that being said, I do know there's some people who just bash everything with, I'm not talking about, that's just more fanboyism, but that's not most people. Also on Twitter, there's so many people who just feed into, they just go championing various companies or whatever and just trying to... I think it's because it's engagement, and that's how you get paid on that platform, but, I don't know. Either way, I don't think most people are doing that. And the reason we don't want this feeling of fanboyism and just supporting everything someone does is because the point is, when a company feels they have a large audience locked down, things can start to get a little lackluster, not just in gaming, but, like, hey, what are they going to do? They've been playing on the Xbox for 15 years. They got that 1,000,000-point game score thing. They're not going to switch to PlayStation now, right? Once they got you on that hook, they can start to ease off the gas a little bit. This isn't just gaming. A ton of companies try to build ecosystems to make you feel comfortable, which makes them feel comfortable. But from my perspective, when you don't feel locked down to one platform or one word I'm using, ecosystem, you end up winning and getting the best thing, and you can always switch to whatever you like most in the current situation. This is actually one point I like to make sometimes for console exclusives, and what I grew up with is, I feel like that was a way, like, the competition was high, the PS2, Xbox 360, PS3, all that stuff going on in that time period, and the companies needed to fight for your dollar. The bottom line is, what I'm trying to say is, you want people fighting for your dollar. You don't want... If a company knows your dollar is guaranteed, that's never a good place for the consumer to be in. Basically the gist of what we're getting at here. The reason I think there's so much of this going on, like this back and forth, the prices are too much, the digital world, and there's just like a lot of things going on in the gaming world, is because I think a lot of gamers now are older, like my generation. There's a lot of gamers from it who grew up with gaming being a certain way, and they feel that what we're being offered today just isn't the same. It doesn't stand up to what we came to love back in the day. And a lot of people like to say the soul is not there, which you know what it means if you know what it means. I'm not trying to divide people. I'm just trying to, like I said in my last video, the game preservation video I made or whatever, it's more about I want games to be here for everybody. And it seems like there's a lot more people making videos and content like this in general. So I don't think it's a outlier, really. I think a lot of people are feeling this way. But that's kind of another video I want to do with the physical media thing. But anyway, I just wanted to do that. Don't feel like you need to be, you're beholden to like one company, and, be smart with your money, make them earn it. And that's, before I end too, don't pre-order. Unless, the way I look at pre-ordering, I think the last game that I pre-ordered was Elden Ring. So 2022, I think, I don't know. But the way I look at a pre-order is whatever they have shown you right now, you can say with 100% certainty, I've seen enough. What I see right now is worth my $60 or $70 or whatever. If you're one of the people that want to spend $80, $80. My advice is don't pre-order on hype. I just think it's silly to throw your money at something until you know you're getting what you want in return, which is what all this stuff is, all these game shows and everything. It's all just hype. You don't see a lot of gameplay for most of the games. I've had the rug pulled many times, so I'm an old man, and just make them earn your money. You don't have to buy anything from them. You don't owe them anything. There's other games to play. If there's no new games for a whole year that you play, you'll be all right. There's thousands of games for the PS2. I'm sure there's a backlog sitting somewhere on a PS4 or a Xbox 360 or your Steam library. You'll be all right. We'll be okay. And I think that's partially why this is starting, is the environment's changing a little bit. They're just pushing and pushing and pushing, and the games are starting to go downhill, at least a lot of people think. So when that starts happening, people are just going to start jumping back in the past. And back when I was a kid, you could pretty much expect that the newest game coming out, it would be an improvement. It'd be a good experience, but we've seen that drift away. So yeah, long story short, don't feel like you're bogged down to one company. And also, if the company's doing something you love and someone's critiquing it, just remember we all want good games. That's the outcome we all want. And they're not there's no personal attacks here. If you see me talk badly about a game, I'm not trying to say you shouldn't enjoy it. I don't think most people are doing that. Anyway, that's what I have to say on all this yapping going on in the community right now. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you like a YouTuber who plays and streams games from all types of generations, feel free to subscribe. Till next time, take care and peace.